Today we are doing a long-term analysis of Aurobindo Pharma. Recently we had suggested this stock as a swing trade pick, and you can see 3 weeks ago we had suggested this stock and it was trading at 450 levels. And from this the stock has already touched 535, which means there is more than 20% return within 3 weeks. What was the reason for this buy and why it fell from this level? Today we will discuss all this. Previously, we had given a sell on this when the stock was at trading at this level, and we had also warned our members. Now let us see when was the warning given. You can see 1 year ago when on Quora someone asked, "Is it a good time to buy Aurobindo Pharma?" I had suggested that the stock can fall, and you can see the price for 688, and I had given the target as 527. And you can see within this was recommended 1 year ago, and after that you can see uh, the current price it fell to more, I mean around 390 levels. Also it touched from this level, and you can see the reason was that you can see let us try to find the reason. Overall, if you see, let us go to the bigger picture, and if you see from this level to this level we got one impulsive move, and after that impulsive move, we, since there was no divergence on the chart, we expect price to again go and break this top, and before that we expected a corrective structure, and you can see we got this corrective structure here. So this was a corrective structure, and after that we got a bigger correction and then one more impulse to the down. So at this moment this correction was over in this stock, and it gave us the movement that broke this top. So this structure was over above this top, and we got that impulsive move. Now after that you can see, now let us go to the weekly chart again. You can see this is a very narrow structure, and generally if you get a narrow structure then it means you will see a big fall in the coming days, and usually it is very fast. And you can see this broke this last swing low, and this was a weekly chart. Whenever a stock breaks a structure on a weekly chart, then it means that more pain will come in future. Although I had mentioned in this fall that it will fall more, and you can see after this was the first move down as an impulse. This followed up by a corrective structure. Now let us try to, although it's not important that what sort of corrective structure we get, but you can see this is actually 1 2 3 4 5 a corrective structure. So we can say that this is a triangle, and after this triangle this was the first impulse, we got the corrective structure and one more impulse was pending, and this is the internal now all this can be a part of correction, or this can be fresh impulse, although we don't care about this, because now let us see on the daily chart, all because you can see clearly in this chart there was a sort of divergence that was appearing. So anytime we were expecting this up move, as the price, you can see there is a drop in momentum, there is a drop in this fall in the momentum indicator. You can see the momentum has become less and price is keeping on fall. So we were expecting this. Now after this, on the daily chart, at this moment we recommended it because this was a very fast impulsive move. Now let us now using trend lines we can easily find this move, and if you connect this part of the trend line with this part, you can see this was a very fast up move, and we waited for this impulsive move, and then it followed up by a correction, and that is our buy setup, and that is why we recommended it. Exactly, you can see 453, that was a recommendation, and from this level you can see the next big up move started in this stock. Now let us try to find how far this can stretch and what are the possible moves in this stock. Now let us go back to the MACD. Now, if you compare this impulse with this impulse, you can see the MACD at this moment is not there is a slight deviation in the momentum, which means we can soon get a corrective structure in this, at least a corrective structure. And now if we connect this trend line, either we will get a corrective structure followed mostly, then we will get this break of this trend line sooner or later, because if this divergence continues and we get a crossover here, it means that now this, either we are getting correction or we are getting reversal. So if we get a small correction, then that will mean that for this impulse we will again get another up move. Now let me show on the weekly chart how that will look. Now let me clear this. Now on the daily chart, you see you got after the impulsive move you got this structure, which is the corrective structure. Now if on the weekly chart, if you get a similar corrective structure, then that means that from this we will again get up move. Instead of this, if suppose this is a move, after that we got this move, so if we get a similar move here, then followed by this move, followed by this structure, then this sort of move will come. I hope this point is also clear. What sort of structure, on the basis of that corrective structure or impulsive structure, we can predict the next move in the stock. And in this simple way, you can predict the next possible move, because as of now, we don't know whether this move will keep on continuing to the top, but with regular analysis, regular checking of charts, we can predict the next possible move in the stock. And we don't have to predict the future year chart. We have to just predict for some days and then keep on updating our analysis. And in this simple way, you can update your analysis. So if this delivers value, please consider subscribing, and also like this video, post your doubts as a comment, and have a nice day. Thank you.